Ladies and gentlemen, damas y caballeros, it's Leave It In the Ring.
And welcome back to another edition of Chronicles of the Ring. It's where we repost interviews that really stood out when we started the podcast. Which, God, man, I don't even want to say how long ago it was. That's how, like 2009, 2010, I think, is when we started. I have to go back and look. But this interview here that we did was really, I think it was, our freshman years of podcasting. And, we were doing 3-hour shows at that time, which was pretty crazy. Not everybody was doing stuff like that. So anyways, this one here really stood out for us. It's by far one of the most downloaded episodes that we ever did, because we had Zab Judah at the time come on after he was defeated by Amir Khan. He was getting a little blowed a lot in that fight. I don't know if you guys remember that. And he wanted to come on and protest. He wanted to state his case and why he should get a rematch with Amir Khan. And we had a lengthy interview with him. Say Main Events had sent us like a video that they had conducted where there's editing where you could just solely see them, Amir Khan giving them low blows and the ref wasn't really doing anything, and then we had Sergio Martinez. So let me give you the gist of what happened and why these two guys came on and made it such a iconic night for Leaving the Ring. Okay, Ishe Smith had been on Leaving the Ring numerous times already. Okay, he was a fan favorite, same as Peter Quillin. We were covering Quillin as a prospect, just watching his career. Had him on when he was about to fight Jesse Brinkley from the Contender Series. So what happened between these two on social media was Peter Quillin was saying that Sergio Martinez, at the time the middleweight king, in 2011, that he should face him, that he should get the opportunity to fight. That Sergio Martinez should be calling his name out, and Smith was like, no, that you need to move up in the rankings, and supposedly they had cross paths. And that Peter Quillin, they had both exchanged words, and Smith was like, look, nobody wants to fight me. There's nobody that Ishe Smith, whether you like him or not, later on he's accomplished. He won a title. He left Golden Boy. He signed on with Floyd Mayweather and his team, the TMT team. But Ishe Smith was a guy that was going to, he was giving fits to James Kirtland when James Kirtland was considered a monster at the junior middleweight division at the time. And we had Smith on and James Kirtland both tell different stories, but after speaking to people in the industry, everybody was like, yeah, they kind of confirmed what Smith was saying, that he was putting hands on James Kirtland. So we already knew that Smith was a danger to anybody. Okay, he had just fought Fernando Guerrero, and Fernando Guerrero was a very high taunt middleweight, and was supposed to really create a lot of noise. And Smith went out there and just gave him all he can handle. I think it was left as a very controversial win for Guerrero, but it went on to tell you Smith was no joke. Okay, that he was going to be a problem for anybody in the ring. So here they are, and they're going back and forth. And Smith was like, get on Leaving the Ring. If you're that brave enough, get on Leaving the Ring. So when I saw that, because I don't remember, I remember that, I think it was late at night. So I didn't see it immediately. I think I saw it the next day in the morning. I'm going through my Twitter, and I'm like tagged, right? And it was like a large amount of them going back and forth, and my name's on it. So here I am, and I see, these guys going back and forth, and, it was a lot of foul language, which was really surprising from Smith, because if you ever met Ishe Smith, I mean, he's a really nice guy. Really, really, really nice guy, okay? And at that time, he was really frustrated because, one, he wasn't getting fights. Two, he wasn't getting the money that he felt that was due to him, okay? This guy was struggling. Living in Las Vegas, was struggling to get himself on the map when he had been on national television, was a hell of a fighter, but just wasn't receiving any love at that time. So I think the frustration of all of that just came out. It finally just got laid out on social media. So what you're about to hear is them both agreeing. I called them both. Okay, first off, I called Smith, I believe first, or it was Peter. I think I called Peter first. My bad. And I asked him, hey, would you be willing to come on to hash it out with Ishe Smith? And he was like, yeah. Sorry, man, I ate breakfast. So, then I got a hold of Smith, and I was like, do you want to come on? I mean, you invited him. Do you still want? And he's like, hell yeah, hell yeah. So I said, okay. I gave him the rundown. Was like, okay, you guys got to let each other speak. And I'm gonna play the encounter between the two. So let me tell you, if you got kids around you or you got folks that take offensive foul language bad, please tell them to go to the next room or put some earbuds on. Do whatever you got to do, because there are a lot of F's and other stuff flying between these two in this. I don't even want to know if you want to call it an interview. Me and my co-host at the time, Gabriel Matoy, we were trying to conduct an interview between these two and hopefully have them settle their differences or agree on fighting each other. But you'll hear the whole interview. Give me your take here on Leaving the Ring, our series of Chronicles of the Ring.
I got to stop this really quick. I know there's a lot of calls right now that want to talk about Zab Judah at the moment because he just came on about protesting about why he should get his rematch with Amir Khan. But I got Peter the Kid Chocolate Quillin with us on live right now. Peter, you there, brother?
I'm here with you. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, man, how you doing, first off, bro? I mean,
man, how you guys doing over there?
Good, brother, good. It's always fun having you on, and you know how much we love you here on Leaving in the Ring, just like, with Mr. Smith, who's going to be calling in a minute. But let me ask you this. Okay, I was telling everybody, and I'm going to, prep everybody before we get both the guys on at the same time. I'm relaxing, and I noticed that my name was tagged with the conversation of Sergio Martinez, who's going to be on a little later. But Ishe Smith was saying that you should get on your hands and knees to beg him up for a fight. So I decided to kind of, read on to the rest of the timeline on the Twitter between you two. What stemmed that conversation and where it became very heated and the insults just started to fly like sailors?
Well, first of all, when he started noticing too much about my appearance, noticing too much about me, just like he knows me, like that guy really don't know me. I met him briefly, and the only word that he said out of his mouth was hello, hi, nice to meet you. It wasn't nothing though, like he was making it seem like he talked to me. No, he didn't talk to me. Ray Campbell spoke to me, and he was more interested in the fight than you were, because you didn't come to me as a man and speak on a possible fight with me and you. You know what I'm saying? So, first and foremost, I'm not going to back down from any fight. I'm not going to go there and fight, having words. I got to have a little fun yesterday as far as, going back and forth with this guy, because this guy is just nonsense where he noticed everything about another man's appearance.
I'm gonna patch in Smith, and let me just get his side really quick before you intervene or anything. All right, Peter. Let me just hear what he's got to say.
We'll talk, and whatever he wants to talk, I'm gonna do it like business like. I don't know if he can, business like. He can say whatever he like, and I'm gonna say what I'm gonna have to say.
Absolutely, brother. Let's put on Sugar Shay Smith here. Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, man, it's been a while since we've had you here on Leaving the Ring, and I got to tell you, I've been wanting to get you on, but after last night, I said, I got to get you back on. I got to see what's going on, what happened, what did this all come about? For 1 minute, everything was cool, but then I guess the vibrations back from the earthquake, man, just got everything rumbling.
Well, first of all, the perception that Ray Campbell went up to him. Yeah, Ray Campbell went up to him and talked to him. The only reason Ray Campbell went up to him and talked to him because I said I wanted to fight. First of all, Ray Campbell was my advisor. I said I wanted to fight. I went up to him, I spoke to him, and he said, sure, if that's a fight that Golden Boy sees, if they see that's an important fight and they want to make it, I'll take the fight. I'll fight Ishe. So I bypassed him, and I went to talk to Richard Schaefer. Right after he left, I talked to Richard. Richard said he was going to email Eric Gomez, and they were going to sit down and talk about it. Eric Gomez hit me up on Twitter probably like 2 or 3 weeks ago and said he's going to see what he can do. Bottom line is, I was cool. I have no problem. People don't want to fight me. Everybody know I got the shaft against Guerrero, so I don't need to sit up here and keep repeating that. Everybody know I did. I gave Grady Brewer the blueprint how to beat him, but everybody knows I got the shaft, so I don't have to sit up here and keep saying it. Bottom line is, I was cool when I fighting him, but then I get this alert of him on YouTube. You know, still talking about me. I hadn't even mentioned his name no more. He's talking about a fight with me, and at the same time, he's stumbling over his words, saying what he can do. Well, I know he can box, but I've never been down the aisle. I don't duck or dodge anybody. I have confidence in my skill. He hasn't fought nobody. Why is he asking? Why is he sucking another man's dick, asking to fight him so bad and he ain't fought nobody? So if he feels like he's that, man up and get in the ring. I'm a free agent. It's simple. You think you can whoop me, then step up to the plate and sign the contract. It ain't no money involved. You got minimums. I don't. I'll fight you for the bare minimum. I'll fight you for ESPN money because I know I'll whoop your ass. You ain't never fought nobody like me. Your best opponent is Jesse Brinkley. He was already dead when he fought fucking Butte. I fucking murder you, dude. You couldn't hit me with none of that bullshit you throwing. Get out of here. You're garbage, dog. You haven't fought nobody. Step up. Everybody knows. You want to come off 5 losses. 5 losses, okay. The contender loss doesn't count.
Okay,
doesn't count.
Okay, Jay, let's hear what he's saying. Let's hear what Peter's got to say. Go ahead, Peter.
First of all, I don't view my career off of fighting and making ESPN money. So if that's what he's fighting,
I'll fight you for ESPN money. That's how I'm confident. Stop sucking another man's dick. Stop begging for somebody to fight you and he already got a date. Stop being a bitch.
I'm trying
I got you on the phone now. Pop that shit you was popping yesterday. That's what I'm telling you to do. Man up, nigga. You want to fight? Let's fight. Pop that shit you was popping online yesterday. This ain't Twitter. I already murdered your ass on Twitter, and if I get you in the ring, I'm going to murder your ass there. Tell Eric Gomez to send me the contract. I ain't got no promoter. How easy is that? Man up.
The only reason why you making an appearance off of this Leave It in the Ring is only because of me.
No, it ain't. Nigga, I've been doing way more than you. Why, nigga, I walk in your hometown and more people know me than you. Get the fuck out of here. I accomplished way more. Who have you beat? You got a fucking powder puff record. Who have you beaten? Dude, if I fought all the cab drivers you fought, I'll be undefeated right now. I fought all the cab drivers. I take short money to get long money. You looking for long money, and you ain't fighting nobody. Get the fuck out of here. Man up. Nigga, fuck all that. I'm talking about fighting you. I ain't talking about fighting nobody else. Man up.
Where you at right now?
Man up.
Years ago.
I promise I'll fix your tooth. I promise I'll fix your tooth.
2011, you made your pro debut at 2000. You still ain't got nowhere in your career. You got 3 kids, man. You should be trying to fix them doing other things.
Hey, I can't help nobody want to fight. I can't help I got bitches running around like you that don't want to fight, and then you hide behind Twitter. Why are you talking? Why are we talking? Why don't you tell Ed, if you're so confident you're going to knock me out, tell Ed to send me a contract. You want my address? P.O. Box 370223. All right? 89137.
Sugar, you gotta let him talk, brother. You gotta let him speak his piece too. We gotta hear what he's got to say.
He's speaking bullshit. If he's not talking about fighting, he's not talking what I want to hear. All he's talking is bullshit. I want him to pop that same shit he was popping on Twitter yesterday. How he'll knock me out. How this. How I'm a bum. How that. Nigga, ask Guerrero if I'm a bum. Ask Daniel Jacobs if I'm a bum. Nigga, I go into other people's backyards. Nigga, I'm a road warrior. Nigga, I'm the new fucking Glenn Johnson. If I got your ass in the ring, I'll murder you.
You talking about clean beat, man. This is all I'm trying to explain to you. He's going back and forth like this because he's in the worst position in his life. You are.
I'm not. Actually, I'm not. Nigga, you actually in the worst position. How you got a fucked up grill and you making bread? How you got a fucked up grill and you making bread?
My history, bro, in boxing.
You know what I'm saying? You got a fucked up grill and you making money. You got so much money, why your grill fucked up?
Promoter and have no bread.
You got a fucked up grill and you got minimums. That don't add up to me. You got so much money, you sucking another man's dick to get fights. Why don't you go to Sergio Martinez camp and get on your knees? Do that, because that's the only nigga you talking about. Nigga, ain't nobody you having a Nigga, I got way more. I beat David Estrada. That's better than anybody you ever beaten. I beat David Estrada. That's better than anybody you ever beaten. Randy Bailey, better than anybody you ever beaten.
Sugar, let me ask you something. Hold on, okay? Hold on. Let me ask Peter something. Peter, is this a fight that you would want to do? I mean, is this a fight that you would sign off to fight? Sugar Shay
Sign it off to fight because I'm gonna get paid no money. I'm gonna get paid like 15 for whooping that dude's ass, man.
Thank you. There you go. You know what? I'm going to tell the fans right now. The nigga looking for a big payday. And I'm going to tell the fans like this. And when you have a contract, when you get a Golden Boy contract, I was with Golden Boy. You have a such thing called minimums. Okay, you have minimums. You have HBO minimums, you have ESPN minimums, you have Showbox minimums. Okay, he's not worthy of them type of minimums yet. So if he fought me, he gonna get the same money no matter what, because he has minimums. He's looking for a cash out, payout, big fight. You know what? Don't mention my name then. Because I was cool. Once I realized you didn't want to fight, I was cool. I don't appreciate seeing you on YouTube. Pop that same shit. When you see me at another press conference, pop that same shit you was popping. Pop that same shit you was just popping on Twitter yesterday. I promise you.
It's too big.
You gotta let him speak, though. You gotta let him speak in order for him to pop it. You're not letting him.
I already murdered his ass on Twitter, and he ain't talking about shit because I don't want to fight. There's no money involved. Okay, go fight another bum. Go fight another bum.
He'll follow you.
You're gonna be just like another bum. Go ahead, fight another bum. Then when you step up, you're gonna get knocked out. Go ahead.
My biggest test of my career, he broke his ring with his cut. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking no looks behind no more. I'm just moving forward. I got guys in front of me that I want to fight. Got guys that's going to get me closer to a world title. You're not fighting for work.
Okay, well, do me a favor then. Do me a favor. Let me do you a favor. Fix your tooth. Okay, fix your tooth. You know, you look like a real bitch right now. I can't wait till I go read my Twitter page, because you look like a real bitch right now. Popping all that shit on YouTube and popping all that shit right now, and you don't want to fight. You look like a real bitch right now. I can't wait till I go to my Twitter page right after this. I'm at football practice right now. I had to walk away from my little kids because I don't want to see. You don't do shit. That's what I'm saying, dog. You ain't about shit. If you gotta talk about another man and you're not man, I know if I pop shit about somebody, I'm gonna fight him. Me and David Estrada pop shit about each other, we fought. Me and Saku Powell talked about each other, we fought. Don't pop shit, nigga. You're not from New York. You're not even built like that. You ain't even cut from New York club. Nigga, go playing wild card, nigga. You're not from there. They just had Zab on, nigga. You should be embarrassed to come on after Zab. Nigga, go somewhere else.
Hey, Shay, real quick, man. Hey, you don't get like this when we're playing video games, do you? Because I don't know.
Nah, man, I'm good. The thing is, if he go talk shit about me, then when he comes here, he's stumbling over his words. He's a fucking child. Nigga, step up. I don't talk shit about people. If I talk shit about people, I'm going to go back that shit up. Never down, never out. Nigga, you ain't fought nobody but a whole bunch of fucking cab drivers and people on IVs. You ain't fought matter of fact, you look like a former crackhead yourself. Tom Fighter. Nigga, you ain't even got no teeth. Nigga, you ain't even got no fucking teeth. How you talking about me? And you talking about light-skinned dudes? Wow, nigga, you infatuated with me or something? You mad because you dark? I'm sorry I can't see you. Only way I can see you at night is when you smile and I'm missing one spot because you ain't got your fucking tooth.
Yeah, I'm going to take a little bit more off your top. I'm not your barber, homie.
Yeah, well, hey, the hot top fade was out when Will Smith was Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Hey, guys, I'm gonna intervene. I'm gonna intervene because it's just getting out of hand here, brothers. Listen, real quick, Smith. I'm gonna put you on hold, okay? Just real quick. All right, I gotta hear what Kid Chocolate's got to say. Hold on. Okay, so Kid.
Right.
So, man, this is a little bit far more than what I really thought it was gonna be. I mean, this is a pretty we got some real thick bad blood here. So again.
You want me to tell you why it is? It's emotional for him, and it's only business for me. I don't involve emotion with business, and that's what he's doing right now. As you can see, I'm not upset. I'm not ready to go punch this dude in his mouth. It's not even that serious. I don't know this dude from a can of paint. Like I said, when I met him briefly, it was 2 words that were said. I don't understand where he get the balls and the audacity. Look, I'm in the best position in my life to earn some money, earn this as my career, and get a couple titles while I'm here. You know what I'm saying? He's not looking at it like I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it like legacy. He's looking at it as, all right, I can beat guys at this level. I surpassed that level. I'm tired of beating gatekeepers, people that.
I would actually have to disagree with you, Peter. I don't think you've fought anybody as good as Ishe at this point.
Listen,
the guys you've been fighting are kind of
funny. They wouldn't buy that fight. What's wrong with me saying I want to fight Demetrius P-Raw, Macklin, and Brian Vera, those kind of guys that's in a better position than this guy? I don't want to fight that guy. He's over. He's been pro since 2000 and accomplished nothing in his whole career. Why would I want to fight a guy that's just okay sometimes? I want to fight guys that's possibly better than me. That's all I'm trying to say.
Well, I'm saying I don't think you've fought anybody that's better than you yet. I think Ishe is an interesting. Let me finish. You asked the question. Answer, please. Hang on a sec, Peter. I understand you're hot. I'm not trying to get all up in you or make a fight. I'm not a promoter. But to me, I think it's a good fight. I don't think that you're 1 fight away from a championship. I think Brian Vera is a great fight for you.
He turned me down. Gabe, he turned me down, man. Those kind of guys are turning me down. He turned me down.
You got a guy in front of you that I think is a better fighter than Brian Vera. That I think would be a good fight. I think Ishe handily beat Fernando Guerrero.
Tell me after Guerrero, I'll fight any. I never said I would never fight nobody. My manager came to me with this opportunity and said, you're not going to be making no money. Now, Golden Boy promised me they're going to give me some bigger fights that I can go out there and really prove myself. All right, I'm not going to prove that against a guy that's not even top 10 at all. I want top 10 guys, okay? So once they can give me those guys, then that's when I say, yeah. All right, he need to go bid a couple more guys to get to guys right now at my level where I can say who I want to fight now. I want to fight Macklin. I want to fight anybody out there that's going to give me a world title, and it's not Ishe Smith.
Well, I guess we'll agree to disagree. I think it's a good fight. I don't think you fought anybody on that level. I'd like to see it. What's that?
What network is that going to? What network going to pick up on me and Ishe fight?
Oh, I mean, at this point, you're arguing about networks and talking like a businessman. What network was? Hang on, let me ask you a question. What network was your? Let me finish. Peter. Let me ask my question. What network was your last fight on?
It was on international HBO, on the international portion. So people in UK, all over the world got to see me. Not in the U.S., but internationally I was shown.
Exactly. Your fight was not on the U.S. The one before that, what network was it on?
That was on Telephone Tour.
Exactly. I think at this point you're starting to talk like a businessman, and you haven't earned the right yet. You're getting there. I think you're a very good fighter. I think you've got flaws, though, and I think a guy like Smith would be a good fight for you as a developmental fight.
Yeah, it'd be a great fight to be on the U.S. network on ESPN.
That's just all I'm saying.
Not fight Showbox maybe, but I'm not taking my step backwards on ESPN unless it's going to get me in a line for a title, man. Next fights I'm fighting is going to get me in line for titles, not this I'm going to beat him and the next I want to know a game plan is going to get me to a world title. All right, that's all I'm saying.
I hear you, but at the same time, like the Sergio Martinez, the champion of the world, is having the same problem you are, finding opponents. Those guys are few and far between, and Smith.
That don't make no sense, man. That don't make no sense, Gabe. How you got problems finding when you got guys like Macklin that's called them out, Demetrius P-Raw, you got guys like that. Why they don't put on a middleweight tournament and let's put on a middleweight tournament and see who gets the crown?
Well, they can do that. No interest in it. That's what they told me. It makes no sense. But there's also, you understand, there's a business here. Demetrius P-Raw sells no tickets here. At this point, you need to be matched with somebody that brings something in that regard because you don't sell any tickets. Ishe Smith also doesn't. I don't think anybody actually in the middleweight division,
I'm a big draw in New York.
In Europe. What's that?
I'm a big draw in New York.
How big?
I'm a pretty big draw. I mean, it's a lot of people. I go walk in the street and people know me that don't know boxing. I definitely had that happen.
Right, but I mean, are we talking? What number is pretty big?
All right, I'm saying as a
promoter,
build up their superstars, and I'm saying I'm just a superstar. They got to build me up and figure out how they're gonna do it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But we're not at that point yet. That's
about the promoter. All I'm worried about
is Smith has a bigger name than the guys you fought, and you're talking about you want to fight all these other guys. I think Lou has plans for Macklin, and those plans don't include feeding him to you.
Listen, the fight can be made, and I'm going to tell you right now, the reason why I don't want that fight, because it's not a serious fight with a guy that only he's who he has fought. Who he has fought and beat. Name the last guy he beat that was a credible opponent.
Well, in my opinion, Fernando Guerrero. They didn't give him the win. He got straight robbed, but I thought he won that fight.
Did you see what happened?
You could argue that he beat Danny Jacobs 2 guys in a row. Why wouldn't you want to face a guy and be the first to knock Ishe Smith out if you can? I mean,
it would be a great fight.
He beat Pablo Wolak in 2008. That was his last actual win. And that guy just had a Fight of the Year on ESPN. He's fought Julio.
Fight that can be made, like I said. I'm saying no to the fight. What I'm trying to say, I better get something for that fight to get me where I want to go. So I don't know.
You're telling me you want to be built into a superstar, and you're turning down fights already, and you're a prospect.
I've never said that. We're working towards that. I'm saying they got to take the credible and make the best decisions to get me to that level. If they think Ishe, they haven't approached me with an Ishe fight and let me know that. Obviously, he's not a good fight.
Or he's a fight that they think you could lose.
It's a fight I cannot. I'll batter and beat him up. I can guarantee that. Now after that,
when you doesn't mean anything when you're telling me you don't want to take the fight.
Why you guys have
opinions? Those are just empty words.
Fighter, I can guarantee you, I would destroy him. He's from the same contender as Jesse Brinkley. None of those guys became top level champions out there for all the times they've been boxing. None of those guys. None of those guys. You got me fighting a bunch of guys that's just in a bar. That's what it is. I want to get bigger than that bar. Get me in the best position. If they think it's a good fight to be made, I'm taking the fight. I'm not saying no to the fight. I'm saying this guy is going about the wrong way. He's talking about personal stuff. I said he's emotional. He's not business-like. Keep calling Richard Schaefer. It's not my job to call Richard Schaefer. I've been with them to bring me the opportunities. It's the opportunity where I get some money and to be in the best position of my life. I'm taking it. I'm never saying no to that. So don't make it seem like I don't want the fight. You got to make it seem like why the fighting hasn't been made yet. And see it's so hype up a building, I'm going to get money for it, and then they going to get me closer to a world title. We already know that he's going to be unavailable. Sergio is going to be unavailable for a while. Lou DiBella just picked up Matthew Macklin. All right? They possibly going to fight. That's a win-win situation for Lou. So, of course, he might be out. But I want to get to something totally where I can get a world title shot. It don't matter who it is.
Well, we're not going to knock your hustle. We were just hoping that, we get the best fights out there possible. And, Smith is a great fight, Peter. There's no denying that. Even the fans out there right now, listeners, are agreeing. This is a great fight between you two. A veteran versus a prospect, a guy that wants to make a name. And this is the way things have been done for hundreds of years. Guys that, fight whoever at whatever time and at whatever level of their career. But you know what, Peter, we're not going to beat a dead horse, brother. Hey, man, I'm going to let Ishe on now. Hey, thanks for calling in, bro. I think you spoke your piece, and it was much appreciated you coming on, leaving the ring.
All right, thank you.
I appreciate the honesty. Thank you, Peter. I'll see you soon.
So let's put in Mr. Sugar Smith here. What's up, brother? Are you there?
Hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm good. I'm here.
Okay, so we got you calmed down now? Are you calm?
Yeah, we calm. Yeah, I'm calm. I'm calm, man. I'm a little animated. Sorry for my fans out there, but I hate when guys talk and they get on and they say in a different tone. And one thing I respect about Gabe is Gabe doesn't take sides. He calls it like he sees it, and a lot of those questions were tough, and he just didn't have good, smart answers for them. I almost feel bad for the guy because he's almost delusional. If he thinks he's going to sell tickets in New York, I'm pretty sure I will sell more tickets in New York than he will sell. I'm pretty sure. Like, nobody knows him out there like that. He's not big. He hasn't fought nobody. He hasn't – those are things. If you don't want to fight, just say you don't want to fight. But stop having, like, a million excuses to go along with it. Because right now he's trying to play promoter, fighter, and a whole bunch of other stuff when, I'm brought from the era with me and David Stroud, me and Randall Bennett, all these guys, we just fought. Like, we didn't care about the politics. We didn't care about none of that. We just fought. So he has a lot of excuses to come along with his fighting.
Does it frustrate you a little bit about how people perceive you because of the fact that you came from a contender series? Is that kind of upset?
That to me, honestly, that to me was one of the most retarded things he's ever said. Number one, Alfonso Gomez has fought for a world title. Sergio was a world champion, and Cornelius Bunridge is a world champion. I mean, and Peter Manfredo fought for a world championship. So what is he talking about? I was way established before the contender. Me and Peter, definitely. Me and Peter Manfredo were established way before the contender. I was ranked in the top 10 of every organization at 147. Honestly, I didn't need the contender. The contender needed me. So I don't know what he was talking about with that aspect. That just, to me, was retarded. No matter how I feel about those guys, Alfonso or none of those guys, I mean, it is what it is. I'm going to call it like I see it. And those guys have fought for world titles, and there's not a lot of fighters that can say, I fought for a world championship. No matter what they did in their careers, they did that. And nobody can take that away from Sergio. No matter how short-lived it was, he was a world champion, and he beat Vernon Forrest. So, I mean, that's retarded to me. That was just one of the most ridiculous statements he said on the phone, along with some other stuff. But that stood out to me a great deal. Him trying to put down the contender fighters. I mean, I don't understand that.
You know, really quick, too, I want to add this really quick. I apologize to some of the listeners that were kind of upset about what was going on between you two guys. And the reason why I did not mute Smith is because, for one, we know him. For two, this was kind of heated, and I honestly thought that it was a way of them venting out what they needed to say, and I thought it would have been rude on my part by muting them and making them feel that we're siding with Peter when we're not doing that. We both have a very huge respect for both guys as fighters, and there's a lot of emotions in this sport of boxing. I mean, fans act more crazier and more ridiculous in the way you guys were going at it on Leaving the Ring. Gabriel, you got anything, brother?
No, honestly, I don't usually go in for the head-to-head. I know we've done it on the show before, just because it ends up becoming kind of emotional and everything. To me, I understand where Peter's going, and I actually kind of applaud a fighter trying to promote himself and become more known and become a clear guy to take on a champ. I'm sure Ishe understands that. I just don't agree that it's not a good fight, and that fight won't do anything for him. I mean, I think it is. Ask Danny Jacobs and Fernando Guerrero what fighting Ishe Smith did for them. It's a lot more than those fights were on TV. When you've been on Telefutura and HBO International, you can't tell me, or not on TV at all, you can't start hemming and hawing to me about what I'm going to do to get to the title and what network. Like, to me, I don't want to hear that talk. Fighters fight. And you got a fighter calling you out. I think it's a hell of a fight. I think it does nothing but good things for him. Take the fight. You haven't been fighting resistance, and if anybody's going to give it to you, it's going to be Ishe Smith. That's how I look at it.
Absolutely.
So, Ishe, I appreciate you coming on, and I'm glad you don't yell at me like that during the video game session.
You know what? I appreciate you guys, but like I said, when he starts stumbling over his words and all that, it's already frustrating that half the people don't want to, half of boxers from 54 to 60 don't want to fight me anywhere, and there's a reason for that, because I'm a tough fighter, and I understand they're trying to having this no risk, no reward, but he's not in a position to demand a lot of these fights that he's asking for. So when my position is like, you said you wanted to fight, I spoke to you like a man, and then you go and do this YouTube video, let's fight. I'm fight. Fighters fight. That's I don't know no other way. Let promoters worry about all the logistics. It's a good fight. It's a crowd-pleasing fight. I mean, I've been in two good fights at middleweight since I turned middleweight, and I won the tune-up Luke gave me in November, and I'm having trouble getting fights now, and, it is what it is. If I would have been knocked out a couple times, they would have made that fight. Somebody would have fought me 5 times already. It's just I'm a dangerous opponent, and I respect that. It's just hard getting fights. So, like I said, man, it is what it is, but he can't say one thing then say another.
Well, there you have it, man. A fight that never happened. It's never got signed. Wasn't talked about. Some say that Peter avoided Smith. I don't know. We never had a chance to follow up and find out. Maybe we did with Ishe Smith. But, with Peter, after that, Peter came back on because he had made some lies saying that it was an entrapment, that we didn't tell him that Ishe Smith was going to be on, which was total false. It was a lie. And he had said that to Steve Kim from Max Boxing when Steve was with Max Boxing. And we found out because we worked along the side of Steve Kim, and he came on, so we were able to pull that card on him. I was kind of upset that he had said it was an entrapment, but it wasn't. As you could tell, they both knew they were going to come on. I mentioned it right before they were coming on that I got a hold of them, but it was a fight, man. I think that. God, I thought it would have been a great fight, but it never happened on either both guys. They just didn't move forward. I don't know what happened. It fizzled off. Maybe that confrontation on the air was enough to air out whatever difference they had between each other. I'm not quite sure, but it was a fight that I definitely wanted to see. Anyways, this was the 4th installment of Chronicles of the Ring. I hope you guys are enjoying these. There's a lot of other stuff. Obviously, I got to go through that I am going through. There's another great war of words between Timothy Bradley and Nate Campbell when they were going to face each other and fight. They both came on at the same time. It was a back and forth. We've had a lot of those on Leave the Ring, as well as some real good interviews, man. Good stuff like with Michael Carbajal, Johnny Tapia before he passed, Tommy the Duke Morrison before he passed, Janero Hernandez before he passed. Emmanuel Stewart has been on. I mean, just, a whole row. I'm name dropping because there's a whole roll of names that just came through the years of us being on air here on Leave the Ring. So anyways, Chronicles of the Ring, the 4th installment here of War Awards between Ishe Smith and Peter Quillin. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hey, enjoy your Saturday. We're going to be back on Monday. I got another show for Gloves Down, Beers Up. If you haven't had a chance to check those out, they're not boxing related. So if you're looking for boxing, it's not boxing related. It's just other things that I find interest in that I thought would be great to do and interview some of the folks that are outside of the sport of boxing. But I got a great interview set up for Monday. And as soon as I'm done with that, I'll post it probably on Tuesday or Wednesday, and you'll get a chance to hear this interview. I think you guys are not going to want to miss this one. This one should be really good. That's coming up for the 3rd installment of Gloves Down, Beers Up. Again, guys, you guys stay safe. Enjoy your time with your family, and I'll catch up with everybody next time here on Leave the Ring.